Hi all, today I will tell you some facts about the special episode Harry Potter 20 Years Later, Return to Hogwarts. If you've already seen it or you're about to, leave your comments here. There are a lot of spoilers on the Harry Potter movies in the text. Before watching it, I highly recommend watching all 8 of the Boy Who Survived films first. Sit back, grab a snack, enjoy the show, and here we go. Fact 1. We tell you the main story from the Potteriana cast reunion to celebrate the franchise's 20th anniversary. On January 1st, the special episode of Harry Potter 20 Years Later, Return to Hogwarts was released. Despite the previously published synopsis, it was dedicated to the entire movie franchise, not just the Philosopher's Stone. We've already seen the special and will detail the most interesting things from the words of the cast, directors and producers of the Harry Potter movie universe. Fact 2. The structure of the special episode. In the special episode, the crew recounted the most memorable moments from each film. The performers of the roles of Harry, Ron, and Hermione Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Watson shared stories from the Gryffindor living room together. Over the course of the issue, Radcliffe visits the people who have had a hand in the franchise: director Chris Columbus, actors Robbie Coltrane, Hagrid, and Helena Bonham Carter, Bellatrix. In addition to them, the issue also features stories from Tom Felton, Draco Malfoy, Matthew Lewis, Neville Dolgopups, Evanna Lynch, Palumna Lovegood, James and Oliver Phelps, the Weasley twins, and other actors. Joan Rowling, the author of the universe, also made an appearance in the episode. However, the creators of the issue used archival footage from a 2019 interview that was filmed before her transphobic remarks. Fact 3. Casting. At the beginning of the issue, the cast talked about how they got to know the Harry Potter universe. Somehow, at the time of filming, they had already read at least one book. Emma Watson and her brother, for example, were read aloud, and every time they simply could not tear themselves away. The general casting was quite unusual. A lot of children were brought into a spacious hall and announced a short break, leaving them alone. Emma Watson immediately asked about the big microphone right above them, to which Tom Felton sneeringly told her, "It's a microphone, you jerk." He tried to pretend that he was more experienced than the others and was arrogant, which is exactly what the producers needed. Ron and Hermione were found very quickly. Rupert Grint and Emma Watson had chemistry from the first take, with the girl being smarter than all the people on the set. At least, according to Chris Columbus, the director of the first 2 pictures. Rupert was ideally suited for the role of the red-haired boy from a poor family. He was also the whole 7 people in the family. And he lived in Nora. The biggest problem for the producers faced with the search for Harry Potter. At the audition, thousands of people came, but none of them really suited. One evening Columbus was watching David Copperfield from the BBC and saw a boy, perfectly suited to the type. It was Daniel Radcliffe. He immediately asked the producers to contact him. But it was not that easy. His parents did not want to let the boy go to the movies. It's too much influence on his life, because it was necessary to remove them in 7 films. Eventually David Heyman, the producer of the franchise, managed to convince Daniel's parents, and the writers got the perfect Harry Potter. Don't forget to like this vid and subscribe to the channel, and comment. I will be very pleased. Fact 4. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. The actors told us that it was very exciting to be in the first movie. Many couldn't say a normal sentence without smiling into the camera or laughing. Chris Columbus helped them adapt the most. He allowed them to stay as children, spoiled and interacted with them as adults. As a result, the actors began to perceive him as a father. Besides Columbus, the children were also influenced by Robbie Coltrane, the performer of the role of Hagrid. He always made the kids laugh and created a very pleasant atmosphere. Because of this, to shoot with him was very fun and pleasant. Coltrane himself said that at first he was amazed at the level of elaboration of Hogwarts and its surroundings. At that point he had been filming for about 35 years, but the entourage of the magical castle, the 250 extras around and the incredible atmosphere captivated even him. The director also talked about the difficulties of portraying Quidditch, a sport in the Harry Potter universe where you have to fly on brooms and score balls into special rings. Joan Rowling even sent separate materials to the team explaining every detail. Based on these, production designer Stuart Craig created the design of the Quidditch pitch, that is, the actual field for the non-existent game. The director called his favorite moment in the film the final dialogue between the trio. In it, Harry says that he will definitely be back next year, with a rousing look. At that moment, Columbus even wept and realized that Daniel Radcliffe is an amazing actor. Fact 5. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. The Philosopher's Stone was a real hit with audiences, and the crew exhaled. People embraced not only their vision of the fantasy universe, but also the actors as iconic characters. That's why the filming of the Chamber of Secrets proceeded without any tension. In the second film, we see the entire Weasley family around the same table for the first time. According to the actors, the Ginger family became another home for them inside the set. Mark Williams and Julie Walters have indeed become parents to the Weasley performers. And the Phelps twins teased Rupert Grint even during breaks. A funny story was shared by Jason Isaacs, the performer as Lucius Malfoy. He first came into audition for the role of Saint Lucius Locons. The producers noted his charisma and asked him to play another snippet from the book. He clenched his teeth and angrily read a few pages, just what was needed for the role of Lucius Malfoy. The actor was angry at first, but he ended up regretting nothing. After all, someone had to show why Draco grows up to be such an arrogant bully. An even funnier situation happened with Richard Harris, who played Dumbledore. They were filming a scene with a phoenix who was supposed to be reborn. The writers brought a moulage with many mechanisms inside and put it on a pole. At this point Harris walked in and noted that animals are very well trained these days. The bird is very docile. The crew never told him it wasn't a real animal. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets was the last film for Chris Columbus in the magical franchise. According to the director, it was the best experience of his life. This is the end of the first part about the facts about the new special episode Harry Potter 20 Years Later, Return to Hogwarts. If you liked the video, put a like, subscribe to the channel, comment. I am very pleased to know your opinion on this video. You were a master of facts. Until new facts, bye.